The variable inlet guide vanes are used to regulate the amount of air admitted into the compressor intake. The compressor bleed air system serves two purposes: to manage the air flowing into the compressor for surge prevention, and to provide cooling airflow to turbine stationary vanes during normal operation. During startup and shutdown, air is extracted from the 6th and 10th stages of the compressor and is bled to the turbine exhaust. This will help prevent compressor surge and blade stalling. The first row of stationary blades is cooled by air that is routed through the combustor shell from the compressor discharge. Cooling air flows through the hollow blades and exits the cooling holes on the trailing edges of the stationary blades. The second stage of stationary vanes is cooled from bleed air coming in from the 13th stage of compressor bleed air. The first and second stage blades contain cooling holes on the trailing edges to maximize the cooling effect on the extremely hot gases coming from the combustors. After the rotor has accelerated to a speed where surging is no longer a concern, the 6th and 10th stages of compressor air bleed to the turbine exhaust is closed. From this point, 6th and 10th stage bleed air is directed to cool the last stage stationary blades of the power turbine. The third stage stationary vanes are cooled from bleed air taken from the 10th stage of compressor bleed air. Cooling air leaves the third stage vanes through the trailing edge. The fourth stage stationary vanes are cooled from bleed air taken in from the 6th stage of compressor bleed air. Fourth stage air passes through the blade and into the ring segments and interstage seals to provide cooling flow.